Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us are the Radio Shack DX-390, and I'll perform a daytime AM band scan. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the DX-390. I believe it's the Sangen ATS-818 as well. They did have a cassette version with a smaller speaker. I picked this up, I think, back, 2019, 2018. It's been a while since I had this radio. Trust in Rust, because it's rusty, but I think I got it for like under $50, so it was a pretty good deal. Not sure if the deals are there. Definitely a worthy radio. I'll have links below for you guys. If you're interested in this radio, pick one up. It's definitely a winner. There's a lot of mods you can do to this radio that are fairly simple. So let's get to it here. The Radio Shack features. Okay, left hand side. We got some jacks here. We have an AM. Okay, it says AM external jack. That works with medium wave antennas and shortwave antennas. When you plug the antenna in, it disconnects the internal antennas as well. Headphone jack and DC input of 6 volts, I believe it says. There you go, if you can read that. It's a big radio. There we go, get it all on camera. So we have Radio Shack, and then it says FM, FM stereo, long wave, medium wave, shortwave, PLL, synthesized receiver. Underneath this speaker grill, we have a 4-inch speaker. Sounds pretty good. Over here we have a light. It's like an amber light, pretty minimal. I've seen people modify this with like a green LED. It looks like a pretty simple mod. Got our power button. Of course, you saw our display here. It's nice and easy to read. I like it. We have a clock here, and it's dual time. So you press this button, I can go to jump forward in time to UTC, 5 hours ahead. And then here you can switch it to permanently show. Let me see, it's recessed here. Permanently show the world time. I'm going to go back to local time. There we go. Time set, sleep function. You got all your band keys, FM, medium wave, long wave, short wave, up and down browse, and manually tuning incremental if you're not going to use a tuning knob. Tuning knob's fun on this radio since I did the no mute on tuning mod. A real simple mod. Internal, you just remove one wire and it lets you tune the radio with no muting, which is fantastic. We have our numeric keypad for direct entry frequencies, and if you look, you can see the meter bands corresponding to each number, so you can quickly go to those meter bands by hitting direct access, meter, and then whatever meter band you want to go to instantly takes you there, which is fantastic. Snap the finger. We got a memory key. This radio sports 45 presets. Rock and roll for the early 90s. 45 presets. 9 AM, or 9 medium wave, 9 FM, 9 long wave, and 18 on shortwave. So 45 total. Not bad. Gotta like it. We got some switches here. Your standby alarm, wake to radio, wake to buzzer. Pretty basic. You have a filter here. We have wide on AM and narrow on up on top. And then, of course, we have FM mono and FM stereo, up or down. So it's kind of nice we have that option. Here we have BFO. If we hear some ham radio operators on shortwave, you can always tune those in. Engage the BFO and then adjust it here with your fine adjustment. Tone control, love it. It's a full rotary knob. Yeah, I like having that. RF gain stays on max. Definitely does. Love it. Okay, right hand side of the radio. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Is there, okay, so frequency, hit frequency, enter the frequency you want, hit enter, takes it there. Pretty simple. So, all right, let's go to the right hand side of the radio. We have our tuning wheel. And then there's a little switch there. I believe it's, if I can get that into focus there. Yeah, so you got the lock switch, and then you got the fast, slow stop on the tuning knobs. That's nice, you can lock it out. Our volume knob there. Going to the top of the radio, we have a long whip antenna that's 50 inches long. And whoops, we have a built-in antenna, or sorry, built-in handle here. I love it. Love having that. Actually, I'll leave that up for a second. Gosh, it's a big radio. Definitely manhandling it because there's a lot of batteries in it. Kick-out stand, though, I wouldn't use that. This radio's just too heavy for that little plastic thing, but it's got a world time chart. Over here, you can see our frequency coverage on this radio. Come on, focus. There we go. You can see the full AM, FM, and long wave. And then you got shortwave full coverage, 1.7 to 29.9. So yeah, this is definitely a sleeper radio. When I picked it up, I didn't realize how much it did and how cool it was. 3 AA batteries in the bottom and 4 D cells above. So I think the 3 AAAs are for your memory, clock settings, and presets. And the D cells, of course, to drive the main radio. Holy cow. We'll turn it on soon. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I think it's hard to maneuver. Definitely a big boy. All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a quick size comparison. So CC Pocket, 9:20 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois. If you're wondering, I am starting out early, but it's about 4.5 hours after sunrise. So, yeah, not bad. And then we got Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin like no one can. He loves Radio Shack radios that no longer are made, man. He's gonna cry. Tear, tear. Yeah, I mean, the glory days are gone of Radio Shack. But cool radio nonetheless. You can still pick one up. Links below. Use them, have fun, enjoy the experience. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So we'll hear some static, some lightning strikes because we have storms to my east about 100 miles away, 150. It picks them up during the day. So local time again, it's showing our frequency we're on, signal strength right here, the S meter, and then of course we have the band we're on. So I have the slow tuning engaged, no mute, which is nice. So we'll go to our first station. So 540 is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Now you're not going to hear it until I turn the radio to the north or south. There's an internal antenna, 5 inches long. I measured it out when I took apart this radio, and it's a real sensitive antenna. So I'm going to turn the radio to the south because it's easier because it's a tripod. And let's tune that back up to 540. Turning it. There you go.
There are things that have been taking place, and I don't think
narrow.
anybody, for the most part, with any common sense, who thinks it's a good idea.
So you got low tone, bringing it up.
And politics to be married to one another, except
High tone and then full AM wide.
and yet here, that's kind of been, overturned, if you will.
On a tone pretty much in the middle.
In New York City with guns.
I like to run the filter on wide.
Things are going to affect us.
And then if we need to DX a little bit, I'll definitely be playing with these. Tone control and then the narrow filter. Okay, let's move this up. Next station. Yeah. Big radio.
Coming to you live from the ReliefFactor.com studio. Guys, I'm going to show you how all this stuff is connected. Brian, Jeff,
560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois. Sweet.
If you want to call in, 1-800-655-6453.
It's got a little divot in the tuning wheel, too. It makes it so smooth to tune. This is a great radio.
And so, in the House and the Senate, the Republican Party essentially used its Article 1, Section 5 powers to refuse to sit Southern representatives that had been elected through whites-only elections, and then proposed the election through what amounted.
So here's an NPR station, 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, which is 150 miles to the southeast.
Marks this kind of unusual procedural history. But that was basically the conditions under which we were able to get.
Okay, next station is 590. Let's see if we can pick this up. This is due east. Here's some music. Okay, a lead in. You can hear them. So I'm going to bring in a passive loop, the Terk Advantage. Yes, I like using this. It's my favorite passive loop. Of course, there's the Texan AN200 and the Seacrane Select Antenna. I like using this one. Or you got your homebrews too. I haven't built one yet, but maybe soon. Let's tune this up.
To use bases inside Saudi Arabia, and so the relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia.
Huge boost on a distant station, so 140 miles away, due east. This is Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah, not bad. Starting to get in there.
They do not give us an advice.
Okay, next station is 600.
so far now as a consistent author here.
You know what? I'm a product of the Midwest, and so my parents always told me to show up every day, like my first day on the job, and to work.
So here's 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. I left room for the loop. We'll bring this back in.
The reader, so yeah, you think it'd get easier, but nope, it just gets tougher. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my job.
Brad Thor, he's one of my favorites. I can't wait to
So I'm able to open up the filter.
Probably in one day.
Sounds good.
Rising Tiger is Brad's
A little bit of signal strength.
Brad, best wishes with the book. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.
So if you buy this radio, yeah, invest in one of these passive loops, especially if you're an AM listener. If you like AM radio in general, this will work with any radio. No batteries required. It's just a simple loop of wire with a capacitor here, a variable capacitor to tune it, and it sends the captured radio waves to the internal antenna of the radio next to it. So you run it perpendicular to the antenna. So it works out pretty good.
Give me your best bad box story.
All right, next station, 620. Let's get this off the table so we don't affect our signal strength. So this is WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's about 50 miles to the north. It'll improve when I turn it.
Notice how they never complained about successful Democrats? When I was elected, I converted my stocks into cash to eliminate any possible conflict of interest.
So signal strength indicator all the way up. Beautiful. Well, not all the way. I think it might be. I think it goes to 5. I'll find out.
My business did increase, as did my wife's index fund.
I think it goes higher.
Nothing wrong with that. My personal integrity means everything to me, and I've scrupulously maintained.
So there you go, WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's go to the next station.
Any conservative
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. Hispanic music, usually. I have to learn Spanish one day, since it's like spoken everywhere. Okay, this one's gonna peg the meter.
Last night before the game, it depends on how well Eloy does during the game. He gets 2 hits. He legs out an infield single. He's looking the part at the.
There you go. I think we got a
Your manager said that he's ready.
peg signal there.
Who's your left fielder?
Yes.
What about your
6.
center fielder?
Maybe go to 7. We'll find out. 720 should
Okay, he can still cover.
bring it up. This is 670 WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
I think Luis Robert is still going to be a defensive plus in center field.
All right.
And your right fielder is, if you insist, I think you still have the same combination there. A.J. Pollock.
Great tone
maybe
for
Andrew
talk
Vaughn,
radio.
Depending on Gavin Sheets. Whatever the case, whoever's on the mound. You have Archer's on the mound tonight. So Gavin Sheets is probably going to play, right?
Okay, we had a distant station here, Cincinnati, WLW. Just curious if we can pick it up. It's always a possibility with the bigger antenna in here and a loop. Let's give it a shot. Okay, not sure if the microphone's picking it up, but I can hear some talking. And definitely lightning strikes, because that's where all those storms are headed. Nice. Okay, we'll keep going.
I'm Vicky Kokuzian, WGN Traffic Central.
We're learning more about the Highland Park mass
Okay, so here's 720 WGN Chicago.
Shooting was legally purchased, according to the mayor. She's offered no other specifics.
Keep going.
People and our own anger and how to deal with it effectively. Before the break, we were talking with Jenny from Nebraska. Are you still with us?
I am.
Hi, Jenny. Okay, so
750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. I think it's a Catholic radio network.
And that you're really kind of struggling to deal with her tantrums, and you were sharing that.
I have picked up Detroit, Michigan before on 760 during the day. Oh, I can hear them. just make her out. So I heard the call letters a few times, WJR. I don't know if it picked it up, but that's cool. Okay, I gotta tune a little quicker here. I'm running behind. I like using that loop though. Gotta turn it down.
Family. Doctors kicked into emergency response mode when patients started showing.
Here's WBBM Chicago.
Temple with the North Shore University Health System.
780 has cool old-time radio shows Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. If you guys watch my band scans, I always say that. It's cool. I like listening to them.
Restrictions apply. For details, visit PaneraBread.com/delivery info.
Check up on health with Chris Whitting. Pulitzer Prize-winning science writer Barbara Strock says
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
Middle-aged brain is more flexible.
I'm going quicker. Here we go. Faint station out of Milwaukee, WNOV. And this is about a 250 watt station, 52 miles north out of Milwaukee. There you go, improved.
Look, I would tell you that I'm conflicted on a lot of different levels when it comes to this. So it's not so much an absolute for me. But I find it interesting that there are all these folks in the country who are arming themselves. And what are you arming yourself?
Okay, let's turn this radio. Oh. I need a turnstile, I know. One that's silent. If you guys know one that's super silent, on a nice smooth bearing that doesn't make any noise, I will definitely buy it. But I need to find this one that doesn't have any noise. Well, here's 870. Okay, this is, again, we're picking up static out of Michigan there because the big storms are over there. WKR, East Lansing, Michigan, 200 miles. I am hearing it. Bring the loop in.
That if we had a system of representation that functions an amendment that established abortion rights,
there it is.
reproductive rights, would probably already be in the Constitution.
Keep going.
You should schedule your appointment with Advent today.
Here's 890 WLS Chicago.
This is a call to the self-starters, to the self-made, and the self-sufficient.
High pitch ring when it hits 890 coming from the camera. Tuned just a couple kilohertz down. You don't hear it.
Provide tailored investment solutions for your kind of wealthy. You should expect more from your wealth advisor.
It's kind of cool. 910. Picking up a hint of that. Just barely. Okay, let's keep going.
She's got some wiggle room here. Imagine her family, they're going to
920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
and go through pages and pages of pictures.
Raise the question, is this really legitimate? Is this a legitimate, valid expression of the church's law on this issue? And I suppose that remains.
Yeah, they can really cut down on the hiss. Tone control. WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois. Relevant radio.
Here, authoritative.
Use this button.
That's key because a Harvard study found that morning exercise.
WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Usually has some cool classic music programming.
Firing on all cylinders mentally.
Choose. I realize, however, that there, as I say, there's a dispute.
WNTD, Chicago. It's definitely the sister station to 930.
But prior to COVID, there was really no
explicit language, making clear that it's a violation of constitutional principle to have discrimination on the basis.
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
The problem, of course, is that the Constitution is interpreted
from Amazon, like Vicks Vapor Rub and
WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
Hoodie, you didn't have Mindy around. At least you had Hoodie to take care of you.
Correct.
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. A little bit of tone here. This is 1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Nice. Oh, cool. Picking up 1060. WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 95 miles away.
Automotive.com. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some Nimrod cuts you off.
WTSO in Madison, Wisconsin. ESPN.
Goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for...
WNWI, Oklahoma, Illinois. Using the button to get up quicker through the band. WXES, Chicago.
7 days a week. Yes.
Sing it with me.
Jason.
WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Same day repair.
7 days a week.
Same.
So that the Father who seeth in secret rewards openly.
WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago.
And the Father who is in secret will reward us.
Black and white. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack.
WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The Squirrel. No squirrels, no music playing, so...
To apply to your job. So while other...
Keep going. Keep hitting the tripod. It's... Can't avoid it. Hispanic music, WRTO, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, they used to be talk. Maybe they kind of mix it. I think they do music in the mornings. Then mid-morning or afternoon, they do a lot of talk radio. 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
There's $400 million.
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
2000.
I don't know what he's saying, but 1240 WSBC, Chicago. Excuse me, you got WEKZ in Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. Could definitely improve this by bringing a loop in. Nice. Okay, let's go. Next station.
And kind of trick our body into feeling like
1280 WBIG. The big shopping show. They have a big radio shopping show. It's awesome. Aurora, Illinois. 1300 WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
Interested in financing? No problem. Get $250 off.
WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. A little bit of a tone there.
Off per window. You have to take advantage of deals like this, especially with rising energy prices. Take advantage of Pella Now.
Frequencies.
4 years at 0.
Not too bad though. For an older radio like this.
Wait till he finds out now that her family are big into Scientology.
1330 is Rockford, WNTA. Rockford, Illinois. The Rockford Files.
Police say Martinez had been drinking alcohol. She was driving on a revoked license and was in possession of cannabis.
So 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. This is they have a shopping or trading show on this one where you can trade stuff. They trade the weirdest stuff. It's hilarious.
Over the weekend,
I got a flat tire. I'm selling for $10. It's like, who wants a flat tire? I've heard it all on here. It's pretty funny.
Gina Davis and Tom Hanks. Amazon Prime will begin streaming a...
So there we go. 1380 is WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Good music on this frequency. This station, excuse me. WGRB, Chicago. WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin.
Advantage plan that all ties in with Medicare in some way, shape, or form. If they don't deal with Medicare at all, then
1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
Now there are some people that will do that.
WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
And we were talking on the phone as he was headed over there. And so they had another pair of friends, a couple, who said, well, this is no day for celebration.
1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Out of the barbecue last night because this is no day for celebration. Now, at the same time, yesterday...
Picking up a hint of WRLL, Cicero, Illinois. Iron Country on WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Sometimes it comes in nice and steady, sometimes it doesn't.
His access to the throne, and you know this passage in Hebrews chapter 4, but I want to read it again.
WLUV, Loves Park, Illinois.
We don't have a hot priest who can't sympathize with us. Hopefully, if we have one who does, that's the
WPTT, Hartford, Wisconsin. If I had more time, I could use a loop, clarify that, I'm sure. Volume's all the way up. Barely picking us up, WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. 1580. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
나의 발을 암사선 발갛게 하시며
1620, Lake County, Traffic Advisory Radio. Coming in fairly weak. Again, sometimes comes in nice and strong. WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. Relevant Radio. Barely picking this up. WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin, The Zone.
an unusual for it to happen this way. Yeah, and thank you so much for taking the call.
I appreciate that. And I was thinking the same thing. If these people have so much hatred in their house, how come their towers will let come over there in our...
So here's 1690 WBON, Chicago. Okay, there it is. We're done. Cool band scan. Go ahead and turn this off there. Yeah, so then there's our battery indicator. Full up. Nice. When you turn the radio off, it gives you that, which is nice to know what you got instead of just showing it all the time. But yeah, really good radio. Fun for the early 90s. Definitely cool that it has the full shortwave coverage and that you have a BFO. So you can tune in hams, though it does drift a bit and you have to play around with this quite a bit. This was like my first, I think, single sideband radio. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely a treat. So there it is, the DX-390 on the daytime medium wave band. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a like if you did. You guys are the best. If you want the radio, links below. Shop it, buy it, get one. Like I said, $50, $60 is a fair price, I think, in today's inflated market. You know, like I said, I think I got mine cheaper because of the rust on it. I had to clean it up, but it's working fine. No complaints. And yeah, definitely 3. Comment below what you think about the Radio Shack DX-390 or the Sangen ATS-818. Would you be picking one up for fun? It is kind of a big, kind of a clunky radio to carry around with you. It does consume a lot of power, but it does sound good. I love the sound of the speaker. Definitely great for talk radio. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.